Hello everybody, it's me again. I just got a little bored, so I decided I would make a video and tell all of you guys how I overcome the munchies. And what I mean by the munchies is the munchies that you get when you smoke marijuana. And many of you watchers may not smoke marijuana, so you might not be able to relate. But if you ever plan on trying it, or you are trying to quit, then it might be helpful to watch me. Otherwise, if you do not smoke marijuana and you do not plan to, I really commend you for that, because no, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it definitely doesn't do much good for you. It can only really hold you back. So I'm sort of just struggling with, I guess, trying to cut back, trying to quit. I don't really think I'm ready for that right now, but you know, it's something that I'm always contemplating, always considering. But for now, because I'm not really on the track where I can just drop the weed right now, I'm just going to talk to you about how I overcome the munchies and how I make sure that I don't binge or basically screw up my diet when I'm high. The first thing that I do is before I smoke, I make sure that I am warning myself and I'm saying, okay, you might get hungry, you might want to eat. I'll think about what there is in my fridge, what things might become a problem for me when I get the munchies. And so I just spend a little bit of time thinking about those things. Maybe if my brother, sister, or siblings are home, I can tell them to eat the rest of it, because they won't mind. So I'll just think about those things for a little while and try to get my head around the fact that it's going to be confronting me. And so that's what I do before I smoke. And then when I smoke, there's usually a period of about half an hour where I don't really have the munchies. I'm just, I'm just thinking a lot and not really thinking about food too much. But after I start to get burnt out, that's when it becomes huge. It's like I could just eat, 5 Big Macs. Like, I'm not lying to you. I could eat 5 Big Macs. Maybe a month ago I could. Wouldn't do it now. But yeah. The problem with being stoned and getting the munchies is that it's not like you're just hungry and then you eat and then you're not hungry anymore. It's more like you just have a really, really intense craving for food, and even if your stomach feels full, you're still really, really craving it, and you still really have this fixation or this need to be chewing on something crunchy or something sugary, and it just tastes so much better than it does when you're not stoned, and you feel like you never get full. You just keep eating and you never get full. So the other thing that you can do is make sure that you eat a nice filling, fiber-filled meal before you smoke up, and then hopefully, you might still get the munchies. I know I do, but maybe you'll be able to just ignore the cravings a little bit easier than you would otherwise. Another thing you can do while you're high is just, think about it a lot. Like, a lot of the time when you're about to binge or munch out, you've made this conscious decision. You've said, okay, this is happening. I've decided I'm going to eat this. And you may not realize that your brain is making that decision. You might just feel like it's like food in my mouth, but you are thinking about it, and all you have to do is just keep thinking about it and try to turn that thought around. Just realize how much it won't be worth it. I know personally that I need to lose 2 pounds a week at this rate, because I've got 13 weeks, 25 pounds, so I've got to lose about 2 pounds a week. And to be honest, like, it's okay to cheat once in a while, but there's no way that I can eat a Wendy's meal this week and lose 2 pounds. You can always tell yourself, oh, maybe I'll gain a couple of pounds back this week, but then I'll lose it again, and really you're just making it way harder for yourself. Way, way harder for yourself. And I guess you could also just spend some time, imagining, fantasizing. I like to do that when I'm stoned too. Just imagine what it's going to be like when you are looking thinner and healthier and people are complimenting you, and think of all the nice things that people are going to be saying to you, and the way that you're going to feel about yourself, and and especially being able to tell people I overcame the munchies for 3 months. It's huge. Yeah, and other than that, really, if you're really, really serious about losing weight, And I would say I'm maybe really serious, but not really serious. But if you're really serious, you should really consider not using marijuana or alcohol anymore. Alcohol can give you the munchies too. It does for me, and alcohol does have a lot of calories in it also. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I can think of for what I can say about the munchies. Other things you can do, of course, you can chew on ice cubes. I mean, it sucks, but I was at the Hard Rock Cafe last night, downtown Toronto, and with my friend, and she had this giant plate of nachos that she wanted to eat for herself, but of course she has eyes bigger than her stomach, and she ended up only eating about half of them, and these were like supreme nachos, like, you know what I mean, like they had like baked beans on them and like so much cheese, and like they were, yeah, I had a couple, they were really good, but I chewed on some ice and it was okay. So yeah, that's my second video. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.